Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. So in today's video I want to show you again a chart from today's consultation, and on this example I want to show you how this Kevala Dasha is working here very beautifully. I want to show you a few events in person's life, and we will compare the Moon Vimshottari with the here we will use the Kevala Vimshottari, because we have a situation when Moon is in the 12th house. So normally we could use the Adana Vimshottari, because whenever Moon is in the not in the Kendra or Trikona, the person is not following this default response, or it's not very synchronized to the society. The person has own way, we could say. And here in the 12th house, it's not only that, but the dispositor, which we call Shubhapati, is the Atmakaraka. So in that case, it's not only the Adana, which is more powerful than the standard Moon Vimshottari, but it's the Kevala, Atmakaraka Vimshottari, which would dominate the situation here. So let's go. Let's see a few events in person's life and compare these two. And yeah, you can also let me know in the comments what do you think about these two sets of events and how they are activated by these two types of Vimshottari. So the first one, that we have the appearance of the brother, right? This is the Bratri. We are using the Parashara Drekana. We have a special dedicated chart which works wonderfully. We can use this chart also for rectification when the ascendant is very short, and there are many options for Navamsha. We can always start with the Drekana. But here, if we compare it to Moon Vimshottari, let's start with the Moon, Venus, right? So normally the younger brother would be the 3rd house here. Yes, Venus is an own sign, so this Jupiter is giving effect, and this is good explanation. Definitely there is this connection. But if we take the Kevala Vimshottari, we have Venus, Saturn. Saturn is in the 3rd house, very, very, very exact. Let's see the next event. So the person moved from birth country to another European country. I want to keep as much private as possible. So here we would see, let's start with the Moon Vimshottari. It was in Venus, Mercury. And yes, Mercury is the 9th lord. And probably in D4, let's open the D4, let's see what is going on in the D4. Mercury would be in the 3rd house with the 12th lord, so very, very exact, very nice. We can see that in this chart, the dispositor of Lagna lord, which is like taking the person, is like a vahana of the person. We call it the Pakesha, is also very important for health. And this person has weak health. He is suffering with the respiratory system disease. And we see this Jupiter is in the 12th house, and it has this curse of Brahmana. Therefore, this health challenges, we can suspect the Moon, Jupiter. Varesha is also Sun in the Dushtana. But if we see the Kevala Vimshottari, Moon Jupiter, it cannot be easier. I mean, Moon Jupiter in the 12th house, and in the D4, Jupiter is the 12th lord. So it's great, right? It's so accurate. So let's take another event, and we have the marriage, right? We have the marriage. We have Upapada here in the 9th house. So this was to a foreigner, it's true. But maybe the 7th house is stronger here with the Saturn and Ketu, because the person was much, much elder than the native. We see that in the Navamsha also Saturn is in the 7th house. So Saturn, Mercury is giving this age gap. So we have this here. And this is in the 3rd house, which has to do with, we could say, also a lot to do with foreign countries and with all these situations related to being in the foreign land and so on. So this being a foreigner, being with the foreigner, there's a lot of foreign karma. And again, we have a Titesha as Saturn with the Ketu, which also can show the situation from this perspective of emotions very much. So let's compare. Moon Vimshottari, Venus, Mercury. Yes, this is very accurate. In the Navamsha, we have Mercury in the 7th house, Venus is lording it. In the Rashi, we have Mercury in the 6th house. I mean, it's aspecting the 12th lord, 12th house. But you know, the planets in the 6th house will always aspect 12th house. So this is a little bit not fair, because 6th house is basically showing a celibacy or things like that. It may show the nature of the marriage, that's true. Anyway, the 7th lord's in 12th house, which may also give some separations, or as we say, the partner is unavailable, as we were taught, right? Also, we see that at Makaraka and Daraka, the Darakaraka is Mercury. This 1/7 for Mercury is not the best situation here. Let's see the Vimshottari Dasha, right? The Vimshottari Dasha would be Moon Saturn. Moon Saturn. So Saturn is again in the 7th house, Navamsha in the 7th house, so same situation. But in the Rasi chart, is in the Upapada with the Ketu, which is very much important for marriage, and it's aspecting the 12th house again, right? And the same Lord Jupiter is loading so much stronger connection, we would say. Okay guys, if you like this video so far, please don't forget to click the thumbs up. You are helping me with this simple free gesture to make this video more seen in this platform. And subscribe if you'd like to see similar videos in the future. We are here publishing once or twice a week nice videos about Vedic astrology, many examples. So if you want to learn systematic way to analyze the chart, and then this is the place for you to be. And now let's go back to the video. Let's go to the other event. The person got job in the medical sector, taking care of elderly people. So we have that. If we take the Moon Vimshottari, this was in the Sun Rahu, right? If we open the Dashamsa chart, then the Rahu would be in the 11th house. So it's fair, it's aspecting the 5th house. But if we take a Kevala, we have this Moon Ketu, right? Moon Ketu. And Ketu here is in the 5th house in the Dashamsa. So again, much more accurate if we use the Varga chart. And then the person had big problem with the health. And now we have the exchange, because the Moon Vimshottari can be very accurate for health matters, because ultimately this is the moon reign, right? The moon world. So we have here Moon Venus for the Kevala, but the Moon Vimshottari now is showing Sun Jupiter. Jupiter is here in loading the 12th house, so much clearer connection to the 12th house. So that was the biggest health challenge, where the person was in hospital for many months. And we see also in the Rashi, Jupiter's in the 12th house showing the hospitals. So that is there. And the next job in the food sector was in using the normal Vimshottari Sun Saturn. So Saturn in the 3rd house, in the Dashamsa, Saturn again in the 3rd house. There is an aspect on the 5th. But if we take the Kevala, we have Moon Sun. Sun is with Mercury, 10th lord from the moon, very accurate. And Sun is aspecting the 5th house in the Dashamsa. So we see how the brother bird going to Germany and the marriage was very accurate. We have 1-1 with the first job. Health event was much better by the normal Moon Vimshottari, and again the job is clearer, much clearer, right? The Saturn is not really a good candidate, so the Kevala Dasha is much more clear. So this is again one example how using the proper Dasha can make everything logical, everything simple, easy to predict. And then if you are using this Dasha for the future, you will be very accurate what you can expect, what will going to happen. So that was the short video, short presentation of the special variation Dasha. This one is called Kevala, as taught in the tradition of Shri Acyutananda. So I hope you like this video, and this again making you a little bit better, a little bit more accurate. If you like this video, please don't forget to click the thumbs up, subscribe for more, and see you in the next one.